All right, here we go. Here we go. Well. Man, Shelly Finkel. If I were to call him anything, I would call him a bomb because he just dropped the napalm bomb. Okay, I mean he dropped the napalm bomb on Eddie Hearn, and man, it was fierce. I mean it was fierce. I'm gonna let a couple of people roll on up in the house. You know me, my live streams. We do a little bit. We do a little bit from time to time, but we're gonna talk a little boxing. I definitely want to see what's going down. I want to see what's going down. Try to get this thing rolling. Let a few people roll on up in the crib. Crib, that's an old school terminology. That's what we used to call it back then. But man, Shelly Finkel, man, you can't play with this dude. Shelly Finkel is nothing to play with, man. I mean, nothing. Hot diggity dog. And you can't help but laugh, man. Okay, you can't help but laugh. Shelly Finkel. I mean, gosh, man, what do you say? What do you say to Shelly Finkel? Like, God, dog, man. How are these um how are these AJ protectors gonna explain this one? Seriously, how are these AJ protectors gonna explain this one, y'all? Like, I sat back and I'm like, man, I wonder, man. I wonder, how is Shelly Finkel going to, how is he gonna respond to all this? And Shelly Finkel responded, hey, like, look, man. I mean, all you gotta do is accept the fight. All you got to do is accept the fight, okay? Accept the fight and we'll have a meeting. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about that, okay? Eddie Hearn is blocking Wilder Joshua, okay? He is. It's the truth, okay? There's nothing else you can say, man. I mean, $50 million, and if you don't believe it from Shelly Finkel, like, let's do this, okay? Let's do this. Let's look at, who Shelly Finkel really is, okay? Let's really look at who the man is. The man called Shelly Finkel. Who is he? Okay. Who is this guy? I'm gonna read it out to you. I'm gonna tell you how pretty much important he is. Shelly Finkel, is an American boxing and music manager. Hey, don't that sound familiar? That sounds familiar, don't it? Okay. That's just like Al Heyman. He's an American boxing and music manager and promoter. Finkel received the Boxing Writers Association of American Manager of the Year award in 1990 and 1993. Good grief, that was in the Stone Ages, man. This dude been around. He was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2010. Finkel now currently serves as a chairman of strategy and entertainment for lifestyle. Wow. Wow, man. Shelly Finkel has been around. I was telling people that, okay? Brooklyn born. Uh, you know, let's see. What did Finkel do, man? How did this guy get into it? Okay, yeah, okay. So, Finkel used to be in a nightclub, man. He used to be in a nightclub, and he actually started promoting a lot of shows, man. Dude, well, he promoted the Who, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, like this dude done been around. If you're telling me, man, that this guy don't know a lot of influential, important people, I mean, enough important people to back this guy and to give him money, I think Eddie Hearn is about as dumb as his shave. Okay, Eddie Hearn is stupid. Like, you questioning this man? Okay, I mean, are you questioning like dude was Shelly Finkel was putting on concerts, man. Like early in his young career, like when he was young, man, he was putting on like crowds, that was in the ups in the excess of $500,000. I mean, sorry, 500,000 people, man. I mean, dude done represented the Chambers Brothers, the Allman Brothers. I remember the Grateful Dead. I used to, see a lot of the people that used to snort the crack and coke. All the acid people used to watch the Grateful Dead. Okay, I mean, God, dog, man. And Shelly Finkel, he done been in the boxing what since since like what 1975. So wait a minute, 1970. Shelly Finkel done been in boxing for over 4 decades. And you got Eddie Hearn. He's got the audacity, y'all. He's got the audacity to question this man called Shelly Finkel. Like, Shelly Finkel is not some new guy, man. He's not some guy that just got around, okay? Shelly Finkel, I mean, for all intents purposes, the man, God dog. I mean, that's who he is, man. Shelly Finkel is an OG. And folks, that's just how that is. That's just the way that is. Shelly Finkel is an OG. Point blank, period. Okay? That's it. And he unloaded a bomb. He unloaded a bomb, okay, on Eddie Hearn. He unloaded the bomb. And it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And I'm glad that he did it. I'm glad that he did it, man. I'm so glad that he did it because, I'm tired of Eddie Hearn, guys like him, man. These guys are bad for boxing. Like in the past, I used to be pro Eddie Hearn because I used to be like, Eddie Hearn put on some good fights, man. But why the apprehension of this fight? Why this fight, y'all? Why don't you want to make this fight? What's the deal? Like, really, guys, what is the deal? Okay. It's not Shelly Finkel's background because we know Shelly Finkel, he got the credentials. The man been in boxing, for over 4 decades. Shelly Finkel has been involved in boxing for 4 decades, man. The guy been in the music business for longer than that, 5 decades. This dude know all kind of acts. He know all the people in the music. Shelly Finkel is very well connected, man. God, oh, man. He's so well connected. Shelly Finkel can get money. Guys, there's no reason that Shelly Finkel can get that money. What's up, Derek Bailey? You the first person in the chat or the first person who talking. There's a few of y'all in here. My live streams, they're going to get up there one day. They're going to get up there one day. But I'll just keep pegging away until they do. But, hey, man, it's pretty much self-explanatory that, Eddie Hearn doesn't want to make this fight. It's not because of the money, okay? And it's not because he don't believe, that Wilder don't have the money. See, Eddie Hearn, he playing stupid. Everybody named Mama knows Shelly Finkel, okay? Everybody. And you trying to tell me that Shelly Finkel, okay, he's not believable? He's not believable? My man Larry Mellaby, KTMPL, man, glad you guys in here, man. Thanks for coming on through, man. Appreciate it, man. Shelly Finkel wrote a letter to Eddie Hearn, okay? And I'm gonna pull the letter up on the screen, okay? I'll pull the letter up on the screen, and it's on Boxing Scene, and I'm gonna read it to y'all. Man, the letter is intense, man. Shelly Finkel is not playing around, okay? He's not playing around. Like Shelly Finkel, point blank, he either the guy, and I gotta pull that letter up for you guys. I mean, many of y'all probably done read it, okay? Y'all probably done read it, like where Eddie Hearn was asking for a contract, okay? He was asking for a contract, and Shelly Finkel wrote it down. I mean, let's find that letter, okay? I don't know, man. I don't think it's anything to it, man. See, TC in boxing, Al Haymon and Shelly Finkel, these are guys that move mountains, okay? These are guys that move mountains. There's no way, okay, on God's green earth, that you don't take a deal from Shelly Finkel and you don't take a deal from Al Haymon, okay? That it just doesn't go that route. Shelly Finkel has been in boxing for 4 decades. The man been in the music business, man, for over 5 decades, okay? I mean, there's no way that this guy's not connected, okay? There's no way. This guy's very, very connected, man. He's extremely connected. He knows people on the upper ground, in the underground. Shelly Finkel knows, okay? And I don't know what to tell you, man. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna pull it up. Let me find a letter. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I'll find a letter about Joshua. What's up, Mr. Punch Out? Yeah, man. I mean, we definitely, we getting this thing in, man. I gotta get it in, man. But I'll read it, man. It's on my phone. I don't think that it's no dude. Okay, the issue is, okay, the issue is that Shelly Finkel, that Eddie Hearn knows, man. Eddie Hearn knows that, quite possibly, okay, his prize start. That's probably Anthony Joshua is probably the biggest moneymaker at Matchroom Sports, okay? Deontay Wilder going there, beat this kid clean as clock, okay? In Eddie Hearn mind, we got to let that fight marinate some more to make more money. See, in his mind, he's so greedy, he thinking, well, if the fight, if they willing to give me 50 million, then, I think I can get at least 100 million up front. See, Eddie Hearn is this. I'm gonna read the letter to y'all. I'm gonna tell you what it says. It says, "Good morning, Eddie. Eddie, you know as well." Okay, let me start over. Good morning, Eddie. You know as well as us how a big fight is made. First, an offer is made, and if the offer is accepted, a contract will follow. Yes, that's exactly right. Again, Shelly Finkel, 4 decades in boxing. You would think he noticed. You saying we didn't even send you a contract is a smokescreen. Yep. Your own recent actions will bear me out. Okay. Number one, you made us an offer for Deontay Wilder to fight Anthony Joshua. This is for the same fight that we made an offer to Joshua. The only difference was that you made an offer to Deontay Wilder first. In your offer to Deontay, did you include a contract? No. Wow. Why? Because Deontay never accepted your offer. You recently made us an offer for Deontay to fight another one of your fighters, Dillian White. Did you include a contract? No. Why? Because Deontay did not accept your offer. 3. You made an offer to Vladimir Klitschko to fight Anthony Joshua. Did you send a contract? No. After some negotiations, Vladimir accepted a revised offer, and then is when you sent the contract to us. How can you complain that you have not received a contract from us when your own actions prove that is not how a deal is done in boxing? If Anthony agrees to accept our offer, we will be glad to supply you with a contract, proof of funds, and any other relevant data needed to complete the contract. Thanks, Shelly. Now, if that don't explain, and look, to the smart fan, to the stupid fan, to the dumb fan, to the fanboy, to the guy that that wants to touch, and a lot of these guys, they're really attracted to Anthony Joshua. To that guy, to the guy that ain't watched boxing in 55 years, to anybody listening to this, that's self-explanatory. Okay, that is self-explanatory, and with all intents purposes. And I want to go back over Shelly Finkel's. I want to go back over his resume. Okay, I want to go back over his resume. I want to tell you that this guy, who he is, because I think the average casual fan that just got into boxing, man, I don't think they know who this man is. And then we're going to talk about Al Haymon. Okay, he's a promoter. Okay, Shelly Finkel is a promoter, Brooklyn born. Okay, he was in the community. He was in the music, his business, or he started in music in the 1960s. Man, the guy was putting on. He was putting acts on, man, for what? Janis Joplin. That's Jimi Hendrix. Ex-wife when Jimi Hendrix died. And what, the Grateful Dead. All the acid head people used to look at the Grateful Dead. This dude been around. Shelly Finkel is not an amateur. Eddie Hearn is an amateur when it comes to Shelly Finkel. If you compare the two, Eddie Hearn, okay, Eddie Hearn is leagues below Shelly Finkel. Boxing career, okay. Finkel got into boxing, in the late 70s, man. The very late 70s. Here it is now. Finkel been involved with boxing probably for during the 3 to 4 decades, man. This guy's no joke. This is not his first block around the park. Do people really investigate who he is? Shelly Finkel is the man. He's a silent type guy, man. This guy don't talk a lot. He don't talk a lot unless you ruffle his feathers, okay? Shelly Finkel does not talk very much. Okay, I see some people in the house. P Money, I don't know. I don't know how Eddie Hearn's gonna explain this. How the hell is Eddie Hearn gonna explain this? I don't know. Little 95, what's up, man? Derek Bailey, what's up? Antonio McCrae, man, my guy. Okay, we'll be in the wrench gang here. I throw that wrench out there, man. Hold on, let me find this thing real quick. Well, let me get to a few of my talking points. See, my channel don't need a whole lot of wrenches, man. Trolls, for some reason, they avoid my channel. Okay, the trolls avoid my channel. They know, man. They can't say nothing. They don't have no voice, man. Because when the comments come in, guy, I review every comment. And if I want the troll to see their voice get heard, I let them. If I don't, then I just delete them. So I run things here. But let's go ahead and keep it in, man. Okay, Joe Johnson, what's up, man? My man Joe Johnson in the house. Weapons in the house, man. That's my dude, man. Weapons. The Truth, what's up? The Truth over there in the UK. Look, man, Eddie Hearn need to go ahead and cut the PG-13 channel. Cut the crap. Okay, cut the crap. This man been promoting music between music and boxing. Shelly Finkel been around for 5 decades. Eddie Hearn, shut up. Shut up, Eddie Hearn. There's nothing you can say. I mean, who are you going to believe? Shelly Finkel? Or are you going to believe, okay, listen, are you going to believe Edward Sperm? Who you going to believe? How are you going to explain this, Eddie Hearn? I mean, see, Eddie Hearn can put on a nice suit. He can throw some cologne. He can put that on. He can get a nice, clean haircut. But see, that don't change the fact that this guy, okay, don't know his head from his butt, okay? Now let's look at who Al Haymon is, okay? I done gave y'all a review of who Shelly Finkel is. And it's amazing how people don't really look at, they like, oh, Shelly Finkel's just the manager. Like Deontay Wilder was the first person that he ever managed. Stupid. No, Shelly Finkel done managed so many different people. This man know about money. He know how to get money. He know how to make money. Shelly Finkel is money. Okay? That's just how it is. Now, let's look at Al Haymon, okay? Who is Al Haymon? Who is he? Well, I'm glad you asked who Al Haymon is, okay? Al Haymon, the guy, he used to promote Janet Jackson, Mary J. Blige, Hammer, New Edition. I mean, man, all kind of people, man. All kind of people, okay? Who do you think, okay? Who do you think Al Haymon, okay? Do you think that people are going to give a black man $500 million, $500 million to start a PBC if they knew that this man wasn't money gold? Al Haymon is money gold, okay? Al Haymon is money gold. Al Haymon is money gold. He is money. How do you think Floyd Mayweather got to where he is with the money? It's not because Floyd Mayweather got this great business mind. It's because Al Haymon, okay? Al Haymon showed Floyd how to make money. Al Haymon is worth a lot of money. And a guy tried to tell me the other day, well, I checked on Google, and it only said Al Heyman's worth 15 million. And I'm sitting here like, you stupid, sorry, PG-13 channel. You stupid idiot. No, Al Haymon is he's worth much, much more. Okay? I mean, Al Haymon, man, good grief, man. Wow. It's amazing, man, the criticism that Al got, man. The criticism that he got. Keith boxing, MMA, Keith Brown MMA and boxing. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Hammer time. Super chat. All right. Shout out in the super chat to Keith Brown MMA and boxing, okay? I tell you this, guys, and I tell you this right now, okay? Al Haymon, he got into boxing in about 2000, like 1998. The guy been around for 2 decades in boxing. He been around. He's still in the music business. He's over 3 decades in the music business. And, people just don't know who he is, okay? I mean, look, let's name some of the fighters who's been, they've been associated with Al Haymon, okay? He got Tank Davis, Javante Davis, Danny Garcia, Jay Leon Love, Omar Figueroa, Luis Collazo, Showtime Sean Porter, Robert Guerrero used to be in that stable, Paulie Malignaggi, okay, John Molina Jr., Paul Williams, Floyd Mayweather Jr., okay, Adonis Superman Stevens, okay, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Amir King Khan, Lucian Butte, Andre Durrell, okay, Crazy, Anthony, Fonfara. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Keith One-Time Thurman. Marcos Maidana used to deal with Al Haymon. And, he got a lot of Hispanics, man, or, a lot of people, in a Hispanic culture that deal with him. And see, I know a lot about Hispanic culture. I know a lot about Latin culture, Latinos. Latinos, historically, they don't deal with black people like that. They just don't. Okay? When it comes to stuff about their money and their business, Latinos, they're a separate culture. And they do their own thing. Rarely do you see Latinos, man, Mexican, Latino of that descent. Those guys, they don't venture out and do business with black people. They just don't do it like that. Why is it that Al Haymon, man, got what Leo Santa Cruz naming his son after Al Haymon? That's an impact. I'm just being real, okay? Latinos, they don't do a lot of business. They don't, they don't socialize a lot with black people when it comes to these type things. They don't. They may like speak, hey, how you doing? But when it comes to like business, like real business, those Latinos, man, nah, they ain't trying to hit it. But for some reason, Al Haymon, okay, Al Haymon make these guys, man, stand up at attention. He got these guys naming their kids after him. I mean, everybody who deal with Al Haymon, the majority of his people that's dealing with him, they say, thank you, Al Haymon. Thank you, Al Haymon. Thank you so much, Al Haymon. We appreciate you, Al Haymon. That's the power that this man got. So you're telling me a guy that can get investors to give him $500,000. You're talking about Shelly Finkel, who's got over 5 decades in sports and entertainment, period. So Eddie Hearn, you're trying to say that you don't trust the validity of the contract. Stupid. Eddie Hearn is stupid. Okay, this dude got to be the dumbest promoter, and he's a promoter. He's gonna lie. That's what he's supposed to do. But this $50 million, man, in one fight, and really the fight is more than that. They're just giving him the front money, man. The fight will probably do 120 million. I mean, what else is there to do? Take the deal. Reggie the Tree. Super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. Hey, man, I'm starting to get my little singing voice back. Wow. But I'm just telling y'all, man, I'm just telling y'all that you got two Mongols, okay? And I'm going to call these guys Mongols, okay? Or moguls, sorry. You got two entertainment and boxing moguls in charge of Deontay Wilder with Deontay Wilder. And you mean to say Eddie Hearn is actually taking a doo-doo on the idea that Deontay Wilder couldn't come up with $50 million. He did it rather easy. He did it with confidence. Eddie Hearn don't want to fight, okay? Eddie Hearn knows that Deontay Wilder will go in there, and he knows that he's going to knock out Anthony Joshua. It's just a matter of time, okay? He's going to knock him out. Eddie Hearn knows. But I think the big thing, man, I think Eddie Hearn knows that, Anthony Joshua might understand really how much he's worth. And whereas he's getting those paydays, you got to wonder, how much is Eddie Hearn getting? If Anthony Joshua makes about $20 million, how much does Eddie Hearn make off that? I mean, have you guys ever thought about that? Like, honestly, y'all, how much does Eddie Hearn make if Joshua is making 20 million? I mean, you just got to understand. I remember I used to hear Floyd Mayweather talk about how much Bob Arum take out of your paycheck. I remember hearing that, and then Floyd Mayweather said that Bob Arum takes about 33%, okay, of what you make. Bob Arum takes 33%, and then they give you a check for the rest. I remember that. So you got to imagine, man, okay? You got to imagine Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn is taking a big chunk of the pie if he's only giving AJ 20 million when it's all said. Crazy. Crazy. But, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I tell you what, man. I tell you what. This fight need to happen in 2018. This fight need to happen by the end of 2018. And then, what's more irritating is the guys that's protecting Anthony Joshua. It's those guys. Like, listen, man, my only question to these guys is, do you want to see the fight? Okay? Do you want to see the fight? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We can chop it up, the truth. We can chop that on up. But my question to these guys is, do you want to see the fight? Like, that's all I got to ask. Like, don't tell me about what you know about finances and, they need to send a contract. Shelly Finkel said all he got to do is say, yes, we want the fight, and he'll send a contract. I mean, what's so hard about that? I've had people who make videos, and I ain't going to say their name. I had people who, with no common sense, that make videos, and they get this. They get this, okay? I see people who make videos. I ain't saying names. I'm talking about anybody. But there are people who make these videos, and guys, I kid y'all not, man. These are people that I cringe sometimes if I ever happen to listen to their videos. And these people even understand, man. They understand. They understand that, this is what it is. Okay? Al Haymon, Shelly Finkel, they're connected. They got ties to the underworld. They know people. They know people in high places. They know people in low places. They know people in the middle. They know people, they know how to get the money, and it was no problem for Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel to get the money. Okay. Both of those two guys combined, I bet you they're worth $200 million combined. Even though Google will tell you that Al Heyman is only worth what, 15 million. That's ridiculous. Okay. This man's still making money off the music industry. This man is making money off boxing. Al Heyman is worth a lot more money. Okay. The truth, I forgot your email, man. I put in your name, the truth, but mm, don't know. Okay, well, just drop it again and then I'll bring you on. Well, TC Johnson, I know you don't camp out in the boxing arena that much, man. I know you're not in the boxing arena as much, but a lot of people don't want to see this fight. Okay. When I tell you a lot of people don't want to see it, man, a lot of people do not want to see this fight. They don't want to see the fight come to fruition. They like it, they like Anthony Joshua. And they like him to the point, man, where you just kind of you have to understand and wonder, like, why do they not want to see this fight? Why do these guys not want to see this fight? Like, what is really the issue here? Okay, what is the issue? What is the issue why you don't want to see the fight? Okay, like really try and explain that. Like, what's the issue? What really does what kind of fear does Deontay Wilder? Okay, what does he put into you that make you not want this fight? I mean, it's boxing. And I think the majority of AJ fans, if AJ get beat by Wilder, let's just say hypothetically it happens, okay? I think the majority of the people would still roll with AJ, and I don't think AJ's stock would devalue. You're fighting against a guy, two undefeated champions, for a unification bout. Me personally, I don't think that Anthony Joshua would lose any stock whatsoever. I don't know. Okay? All right, the truth, I sent that out to you, man. Joshua's, Joshua, good fighter. What's up, the truth? How you doing, sir?
I'm good, my brother. How are you doing?
Hey, man, I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good, man. What time is it over there in the UK, man?
Almost midnight.
God, dog, man. man. So, man, look, okay, coming from a UK perspective, man, you gotta kind of, I don't know, you gotta chop this up for us and tell everybody what's going on.
Okay. What's going on now is that Eddie Hearn has got the media into overdrive in the UK now. He's putting out stories in the paper. He's constantly talking to the channels in the UK like IFL TV and things like that. All the YouTubers that are UK based are putting out content that's saying Deontay Wilder offer is not a serious offer, and they've gone into a media overdrive over here. So you've got a lot of people that in the UK that just follow boxing casually. They turn up to the fight, but they don't really know about the wider scene in boxing, and they're just blind followers. So there's a lot of AJ protectors out there, but real boxing fans in the UK know what's up.
Yeah, man. I talked to a lot of cool cats from the UK, man. Talked to a lot of those guys, and they cool, man. And they want to, these guys, they want to see the fight because they believe that Joshua beats Wilder, which, that's what they supposed to say, man. They supposed to believe in a guy, man. Joshua is their guy, he is their guy, and they believe in him, which that makes for a good fight, man. But I think Eddie Hearn is feeling the pressure, man. I think Eddie Hearn is feeling the pressure. Um, and I think he's gonna get he's gonna get more pressure, and I think he got a vendetta against Black Fight Fan TV. I'm gonna tell you, man, I really think that he's looking at Black Fight Fan TV videos, man. I'm starting to believe that more and more every time I turn around, man. But Black Fight Fan
He's
is
looking
getting
at all
under
your
his skin.
videos. He's looking at. I think he's looking at all the LDBC videos. If you look and you compare how he speaks now to how he used to speak, pre Deontay Wilder, and the pressure from the LDBC, his whole language has changed. I mean, he's using phrases like "real recognizes real." He's using, phrases that, he never used to use before. He's countering, and responding to videos that are coming from, Black Fan Fight TV, 78 Sports. He knows all of you. He watches, yourself. He watches Fred from Barbershops, Fanon. He's watching everybody, and he's trying to counter respond to those arguments that are being put forward. But he's getting smoked out. A lot of people, there's a lot of heat on Eddie at the moment. A lot of heat. I think what we need in the UK though is we need a branch, an LDBC branch in the UK, definitely, because from the YouTube side, there's a gap, I think, and I think there's a gap for real boxing fans that want the fight, and real boxing fans that just want the best to fight the best. And if we get 3 or 4 good YouTube channels, that's just like the LDBC in America, that cut through all the BS, PG-13. I'm sorry, but yeah, cut through all the smoke and mirrors. Then we do well. We'd have a better picture in the UK as well, because yeah, there's uh, a lot of a lot of wrong information out there.
Well, I tell you this, man. I'm finna endorse you, man. I'm about to endorse you. Okay, I'm endorse you, man, to start off the LDBC section in the UK, man. I'm endorse you, man, because I'm gonna tell you, man, you everywhere. Okay, you everywhere. You on everybody's channel. You know the sport of boxing. You even, man, my jaw dropped, man, because I didn't think you knew much about MMA, man. But then you came in like you've been watching the sport forever. So I'm like, yo, I endorse you right now, man. Shoot. I'm serious, man. Even if you get a time or two, just even to upload, man. Just look, man. I'm gonna go sub to you right now. Okay, I'm gonna go
I haven't
sub.
got a channel at the moment, but I'm gonna make one because it's really pissing me off, because there's a lot of YouTube channels in the UK now that is just there's just giving out the wrong information and the wrong narrative. And there's people there that want to get into boxing and want to follow boxing in the UK, and they're getting this information. It's wrong. So I might just make a channel now, and just counter all that, and just push the LDBC narrative of the best fighting the best.
Yeah, I actually had a guy, man. He came onto my channel. He said, man, you LDBC guys, you guys are on this trip now. You guys are going crazy. You guys are going crazy because you keep saying this thing, the best fighting the best, and you don't care about these boys' health, man. I'm like, well, wait a minute, man. Hold on. It wasn't me, man, that told these guys to go sign up to be a fighter, man. This is what they do. Okay. Um, I mean, the risk is real. I want these guys to go home to their families. Okay. I want that. I want that. And, I want these guys to live to fight another day. But I told the guy, I said, look, man, it's not, it wasn't me that told him to sign up, man. This is a competitive sport. Any sport, you want to see the best fight the best. Like, how would that look, man? If the NBA, you had the playoffs, and then you got a team that's what, a team that's 0-65 in the playoffs playing against teams that's, like 55-26. I mean, how would that go? I mean, how is that person gonna explain this? Okay, people want to see the best fight the best. That's human nature. Okay, it's not human nature to just sit and watch people just dominate people that don't have no kind of whatever, man. It's human nature. We always want to know who the best is. Okay, that's just how it is. And shout out in the chat room. I see Trey Titan, the underrated darkness. I see him. My man TC Johnson in there. Keith MMA boxing. Dang it, Keith Brown MMA box. God dog it, Keith. Keith Brown MMA and boxing. I'm having trouble getting that off my tongue. But yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying, man. Um, it's just crazy. The truth is crazy, man. And I think that Eddie Hearn, man. And look, man. Let me tell you another thing. When he's in the ring, man, and he's post fight interviews with Joshua, they booing him, man. They booing the crap out of this guy. And it's like that should tell you right now that you can't trust what he say, man.
Yeah, for real, for real. And the other thing is that if you look at Eddie Hearn's stable, he's got a weak stable at the moment. And if you look at it from that perspective as well, he's going to fight tooth and nail. He's going to fight his damnedest to make sure that Anthony Joshua doesn't fight Deontay Wilder because of the risk. Because if Anthony Joshua goes and gets beat, well, that's all. His marketability is going to suffer as a result of that. And the aura of him being invincible, the aura of him being undefeated, of being the 3 belt holder and all that, that's all gone. And who else has he got left? I mean, who's his biggest star after Anthony Joshua? I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Anthony Joshua, that's his biggest star, man. That's well, he got Danny Jacobs and he got Jarrell Fat Baby. I mean Jarrell Big Baby Miller. He got them two in there, but Anthony Joshua is his biggest moneymaker. And I think Eddie Hearn knows, man, that Anthony Joshua got the potential to be a multi-hundred millionaire, a billionaire. I mean, he's got that potential to do it. And Eddie Hearn definitely don't want this cash cow to, go and be milked by somebody else, man. He don't want that, man. Um,
Yeah, and it's a wrap for him. It's a wrap for him if Anthony Joshua gets beat, then matchroom boxing, even in the UK now, if you look, Frank Warren is on the rise. All the rising UK stars are with Frank Warren, and if he loses Anthony Joshua, then in the UK it's probably a wrap for Eddie Hearn. He's just going to be, just a celebrity that he always wanted to be, going on these YouTube channels and, talking his BS.
I don't even think Frank Warren like him too much, man. I don't think Frank Warren like him a lot, man. I think he tolerates Eddie Hearn, but man, I've even heard Frank Warren, man, even call Eddie out on some BS, man. It'd be kind of funny, man, when Frank Warren go in, man. But Frank Warren he got a stable of fighters, man. Frank Warren, he's no filter, man. I mean, he deal with Carl Frampton, he deal with them.
Yeah,
He deal with Conlon, and I'm trying to remember a couple of people. Oh yeah, Tyson Fury. I'm a huge Tyson Fury fan, man.
yep. Tyson Fury's with him, and so's Billy Joe Saunders, so's Daniel Dubois. So all the rising stars in the UK. Anthony Yard, he's with Frank Warren as well. All the rising stars are with Frank Warren. So if Eddie loses um, Anthony Joshua, he's going to be like Golden Girl Productions.
Yeah, man, he gonna be on the decline, man. And it's just it's really hard, man. I'm trying to fathom, man, why fight fans don't really believe that this offer is legit. Like there are channels actually reporting this, man, and I have to wonder, man, do these people know who Shelly Finkel is? Do they know that Shelly Finkel been in the music and boxing business, man, for over 5 decades? He been in the music business probably for over 5 decades, boxing, going into 4 decades now. I mean, Shelly Finkel is legit, man. He's very legit. Al Haymon, he's been in the boxing and entertainment business, man, for over 3 decades. I mean, he's legit. Like, I'm gonna tell you, man. Even Al Haymon and to even make the Mayweather McGregor fight, it was because of Al Haymon and Frank Fertitta, man. And Frank Fertitta, that's another boss. Okay, that's another boss that when he started talking and if things don't get done, Frank Fertitta, they make stuff happen. And Al Haymon is the main reason. Him and Frank Fertitta is the reason why that fight got done, man. It's nobody else, man. It wasn't Dana White. Dana White didn't do anything. Okay. And I guarantee if this fight get done, it won't be because of Eddie Hearn, okay? It's gonna be because of Al Haymon and Shelly Finkel. And Eddie Hearn better play ball, man. Eddie Hearn better play ball because I'm gonna tell you, man, guys like Al Haymon and Shelly Finkel that's got these connections, okay, you gotta be careful when you tell these type guys no, man. Because see, these guys, they can come back, man, and they can ruin you later on down in the future. Okay, they got that power to do it, man. See, Eddie Hearn don't have not even close to enough money to deal with these kind of guys on a financial level. They can't do it, man. They can't. Eddie Hearn cannot win a battle of dollars versus these two. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, and I think it's maybe time to even think about changing the whole narrative around Eddie Hearn. I mean, first of all, I love the fact that the people put an S next to his name as well now and call him Eddie Hearns. But I think the LDBC might be a good idea for the LDBC to put out videos, labeling Eddie Hearns as the man that blew the $50 million fight, and just keep that narrative up because he's blowing it at the moment, and just to show how incompetent Eddie Hearns is probably the way to go in the future, because what he's doing now is total incompetence. And if Anthony Joshua doesn't know and doesn't realize that Eddie Hearn is messing up his bag, then I don't know what I can think of Anthony Joshua, because $50 million is not to be, this is going to be his biggest ever um, um, payout. It's more than what he's actually worth, his net worth at the moment. If I was Anthony Joshua, I'd just deal with him myself. I'd do a Manny Pacquiao and just cut out the middleman.
Yeah, I would too, man. And then here go the thing too, man. These fighters don't know. I'm gonna tell you, and I was saying this earlier this morning on 78 Sports TV's live stream, man, that it was an internet troll, man. It was an internet troll named Zalisky. I can't remember his name. He was fighting against a woman named Tara LaRosa. And man, they couldn't find a promoter to promote the fight, man, because he thought that he can beat, up any woman's MMA fighter. He was saying that a man can beat a woman. So it was crazy. But how much money that these people made, man, nearly, okay, just promoting something that simple. Man, they made about $30,000, man. Okay. They did it. They didn't use a big time, TV channel. They didn't use none of that, man. They promoted the fight on Facebook Live, man. They charged a fee over Facebook Live, 30 grand for two relatively unknown people. Okay. But it got a lot of hits. Could you imagine if Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua just said, you know what, the heck with Eddie Hearn, let's just cut him out. Okay. Let's cut him out and let's just do our own thing. Let's promote it. Let's promote it ourselves. It's not that hard to put up a promotion. Okay. It's not. You can cut out so many, man. These people, they cut out everybody, man. And I'm talking about these. Could you imagine, man, if Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder did something like that, man? They put it on a stream and you pay through the stream and you cut out all these networks, man. You cut out the networks just about, and you get
It'd be
somebody professional to do it like it's another organization, man. It's called Flow Combat. Yeah, see, Flow Combat, they put together telecasts. They do the same thing. People, they're going to that now. You know that a lot of these fighting organizations, they're going to Flow Combat to get their pay-per-views. And I think more people are going to start doing that when they figure out, man, you know what? These promoters are a trip, man. Like, seriously. I mean, think about it. Who all would watch that fight? If Deontay Wilder announced, hey, the Joshua fight, it's going to be live on Flow Combat pay-per-view stream, who do you think would buy that fight? Honestly,
that, that fight would be global.
it'll
I
be
mean, you'd
global.
be talking, you talk about record-breaking numbers, and imagine that. I mean, what a beautiful thing that would be. Two brothers getting together, working a deal out, and getting paid. I mean, just imagine how inspiring that would be the world over, in Africa, in America, in the UK. I mean, that would be a really beautiful thing. It'd be groundbreaking. It would be pure Wakanda if that was if that happened. I mean, that would be out of this world. But the ball is in Anthony Joshua's court. It's really in. He's got the key. He's got the key. He can open up this whole world for himself and Deontay Wilder and the boxing fans in general. So I hope that Anthony Joshua really thinks about it and reflects and mans up and think about and be a boss. Be like Floyd Mayweather in terms of business acumen and business brain, because he's the man that everybody wants to see, not Eddie Hearn. He's the star, and he needs to realize that.
Yeah, nobody care about Eddie Hearn. That's why they boo him, man. Nobody care. Like in the same ring, they cheered Anthony Joshua and they booed Eddie Hearn. That ought to tell you, man. That should tell you right now that this guy, he just, people don't like him, and the fans are speaking out because they want this guy to make these fights, man. They want the guy to make the fights. They want him to. In the past, I used to be really pro Eddie Hearn because he's put on some good fights in his days. He's put on some good fights before in the past, but it's like this fight, man. This is the fight that people really want to see. This fight it'll do great numbers, man. But I think if Eddie Hearn don't want to do what these guys want, man, I'm telling you, these guys are very capable of actually doing what they got to do, and actually, I think they do a better job without Eddie Hearn.
Definitely, definitely. I think Eddie Hearn is starting to become like uh, P Diddy. When Notorious B.I.G. was alive, and he used to be all up in the videos, as Suge Knight once said. And that's what Eddie Hearn wants to be. He wants to be all up in the videos. He wants to be, the person that's always on the camera. And people, they see through that. They don't like that. What they want is promoters to just promote and let the fighters fight. And Eddie wants to go Hollywood, and people are starting to see that more and more. He's not popular in the UK. He's not popular at all. It's the fans, they come out to see Anthony Joshua. They come out to see the boxers fight, and his style, it's getting tired fast.
Yeah, man, it's getting old, man. I think if this fight don't go down in 2018, man, I think uh, I think he's gonna lose a lot of fans, man. And I think a lot of people, man, are just not they just not gonna wanna they ain't wanna deal with him, man. Like if they got to deal with Eddie Hearn, man, they not gonna deal with him. They rather not, and it's gonna be a lot of big fights not getting made, man. Um, and I guess if you understand, like the bit, I run my own gym. I got a gym, and never do people come up to me and say, well, you know, um, you got to send me a contract, and then I'll come to your gym. That's not how it works. They see me, they come in, they talk, and they ask me, hey, how much do I have to pay you to be a part of this gym? How much? Okay, and I give them a price. Okay, you got to pay this. Oh, okay, I accept it. Then I draw up a contract. See, that's how it works. Shelly Finkel, they not playing with Eddie Hearn, man. And I get where he's coming from. He's like, look, dude, just say you want to fight. Okay, just say you accept the fight, and then we can draw up a contract. Okay, we can meet, we can hash out the details. Just say you want to fight. They can't even get him to say we accept the fight. They can't get him to say anything except for, well, you got to send me a contract first. Who the hell does that, man? Who the hell does that? You don't do that in business, man. When two businesses they're making a deal, they have to sit, they meet, and they discuss the initial. It's like when people trying to accept the job. The person on the other end, they tell you, hey, and where you're interview with them, and then they tell you on the other end, hey, this is what the job is worth, or you see what the job pay. Okay, they tell you what the job pay. Okay, they give you a salary scale. You accept the job based on the salary scale. You go, you kind of have an idea of what you're already getting. You don't say, hey, well, you gotta make sure you give me a contract before I even know what the hell I'm making on the job. That's stupid, man. Come on, man. They told this guy, what up? Here it is. Here it is. P Diddy. That's his name. P Diddy Hearn.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think that we just start calling Eddie Hearns the man that blew $50 million, and just just bring out that narrative that he's a failure. Because if this fight doesn't happen in 2018, he failed. Nobody else failed, but he failed because the fans want it. Deontay Wilder wants it. Anthony Joshua replied to Deontay Wilder and then said, "Let's roll." So it says to me that Anthony Joshua wants to fight as well. So there's only one person that's blocking the way and blocking what the fans want to see, and that's Eddie Hearns. But one person I give a lot of respect to, and I want to give a shout out to, is Tyson Fury, because in the UK, Tyson Fury has been putting his foot on Eddie's neck. He said, in interviews, he said that Anthony Joshua should take the 50, take the 50 million and have the fight. He's been, very, very sort of complimentary to both of the boxers as well, saying that they're both great boxers and that's what the fans want to see, and everybody wants to see that fight, so they should fight. And he was saying 50 million, they should be paid 250 million, because every time you step in that ring and you take a risk, you should get paid and rewarded handsomely for it. And yeah, I mean, Tyson Fury, he's been fighting the corner as well, and he's been saying that the fight should happen in 2018 too.
Well, Mr. Sperm is, he's gonna have a mental ejaculation soon if he don't, make this fight like we want it, man. I mean, and I think they're done buying his bull crap, man. I think everybody's done. We done. We see right through him, because even after he fought, even after Anthony Joshua defeated Joseph Parker, Eddie Hearn comes on and, oh yeah, 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 we want Wilder, and Anthony Joshua said, oh, I want Wilder, I want him. And Eddie Hearn was kind of all with it. He was going for it. Yeah, 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 that's cool. But then, a day after the fight, then he said something totally different. Well, all of this stuff got to be in the play. We got to have this, and just for video purposes, okay. I'm gonna put this guy on the screen, man. I'm gonna put Mr. Sperm on the screen, okay. I'm gonna put him on the screen, and then we're going to just have some talks, okay. You guys can see Eddie Hearn, right? Everybody can see him. Let me see if he's up on the screen now. Let's see if Mr. Sperm is on the screen. Okay. He should be on the screen. You guys can see him. Yes, he's on the screen. Okay. Now, when you look at this face, seriously, when you look at this face, what do you see? When you look at this face, like literally, okay, when you look at this guy, and let's just say he just offered you a brand new car, what would you think when you saw this face? Hello? Hello? You still there?
Yep, that car's a dud. That car's not working. It's already broken down on before I even taking it out of the showroom. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the exhaust is going to fall off. The engine's going to blow up. I'm thinking, the dashboard's going to catch on fire. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, no, no. Okay, I'm gonna give you another scenario. Okay, what if this guy, the guy that's on the screen, this guy's face right here, okay, what would you do if he was trying to set you up with a woman?
Right, okay, I'd think, okay, first of all, check the Adam's apple. Check the girl's hands. I think, I'll be thinking, yeah, make sure that you keep your personal belongings close to you. Don't wear any jewelry. That's what I'll be thinking. Stuff like that, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got about 2 more scenarios to give you, man. Because boy, my answers are a little bit more, man. Okay, so TC Johnson about shit. He gonna give you a girl that's already pregnant. Okay, I got it, man. I got it. Okay, what would you do if you saw this guy? Okay, you walk into a restaurant and this guy was taking your order. What would you think?
I think he'd be spitting in my food. I'm thinking there's, all sorts of bacteria that's going to be coming back on the plate. I think I think that he's not washed his hand before he prepared it. Yeah, it's probably, his special sauce is ass juice. That's what I think.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Hey, my last one, man. Okay. Man, my last one. What would you do if this guy was your dad? Like, what would you do if this is your daddy?
Witness protection program. I'd disown him. I'd change my name as well. I wouldn't be called Hearns. I'd try and get as far away from him as possible. I'd probably give myself a Chinese name or something like that, so just to make sure that there's no connection whatsoever. I'd be begging my moms to leave him.
Man, TC Johnson said he gonna get a DNA test. Well, you guys in the comment section, man. I don't know.
If he was dropping me off at school, I'd make sure it's like 10 blocks away. Anybody ask me, I'll be saying no, I'm adopted.
Are you gonna explain this?
Hell no, I ain't no Hearns, no.
Man, damn, man. If this dude sold me a car, man. If this dude sold me a car, man, I have to check the engine. That dang car might explode. That thing might piss and spit coming out the engine, man. Had Hearn to sell me a car, man. Hey, man, it's the best car you ever see, man. This car is great, man. This car's a great car. It does everything. And then you crank the car, man. The darn car blow up on you, man. That's what I think of this guy. And darn sure, if he set me up. Oh, go ahead.
He's the type of guy that will call rust, yeah, on the car accessories, or it'd say that it's a special body job, limited edition. He'll
see some piss. He'll see some piss on the seat and then try to wipe it off and tell you, "Oh, that's not piss. Hey, man, that's just part of the car's upholstery." That's what he said.
That's to give it that extra sheen. He called plastic. Yeah, go on.
This dude lies so much, man. He would probably be the guy that fart in the room and he'd blame somebody else for farting, man. That wasn't me. It wasn't me that farted. It wasn't me. Like, man, this guy, he can't tell the truth, man. Oh God. No. Oh God. Oh, look at this guy. Random videos. Another Eddie Hearn protector. Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna block you. I'm actually glad you're here. I'm actually glad you're here. And random videos. I got even something more for you, man. How about you leave your email, man? Wait a minute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Come on.
come on. How do you do those live call-ins, man? I got to figure out how to do that. Okay, I got to figure out how to do live call-ins for guys like this, man. For this guy. Okay, so random videos. Here's what you do. Okay, you leave your email. Okay, you leave your email in the stream. Okay, and you come on live and you come deal with the coach or you suffer the consequences. Okay, I'm not gonna block you. I'm gonna give you a chance right now. Okay, I'm giving you a chance to bring yourself up and come deal with the come get this business. Okay, I mean, we'll probably have fun. It'll be fun, man. I ain't gonna dog you, man. I mean, we're just gonna have some fun. Not hating on Eddie Hearn because he's successful. He's not more successful than Al Haymon and Shelly Finkel. He's not more successful than those guys. No, we're not hating on him because he's successful. I want him to be successful, but I want him to make this fight. How you gonna
Yep,
explain that? I just want to
yep.
ask you, random videos, how are you gonna explain this man not taking a $50 million offer upfront money? The fight is gonna do probably double that much, but how are you gonna explain to me word for word why this man will not accept this offer? How you gonna explain this? Nah, man, I don't want to block you random videos. I don't block people for having a difference of opinion, guy. That's not me. I don't do that. No. And nobody in the Rich gang, don't block random videos. Don't block him, okay? No, 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 no. I want you to explain yourself live. I want you to come on here live, man. I'm asking you, brother to brother, hey, come on here live and explain yourself. I just got to hear what you got to say about this. Okay?
Yep, yep. Come up, convince us, persuade us that Eddie's making the right moves. Persuade us.
Okay, he said, well, if you don't take 50 million, he's stupid. But okay, well, yeah, man, yeah, it's just a debate, random videos, man. I ain't gonna even hate. Look, I'm gonna see if you make videos. I'm finna go sub to your channel, man. Shoot, I'm just finna sub to your channel. Nope, you ain't got no videos. I can't even sub, man. God, dog. Well, okay, I can't sub to your channel. Okay, well, great. Okay, the question. Okay, so I'm gonna let you answer this one, man. Um, okay, so he says if he doesn't take 50 million, he's stupid. But so I don't know. What would you say about that? The truth? I just
I'd say that, yeah, if he doesn't take the 50 million, where else is he going to get 50 million? I mean, the other options that he has at the moment is a fight against Povetkin. That's not going to make 50 million for him. Possibly the winner from if Dylan White takes the IBF route and fights Pulev, then a Dylan White Anthony Joshua rematch. That's not going to make 50 million. Pulev against Anthony Joshua. That's not going to make 50 million. So, I mean, where else is he going to make 50 million? So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever not to take this fight. I mean, if he's happy just to keep on getting, he needs to have what was it now? He makes about $50 million, £50 million a fight.
Yeah.
So if he makes £50 million a fight, he has to take 3 fights or, about 3 fights to make, no, more than 3 fights, actually. 4 fights to make the money that he would make in one fight against Deontay Wilder. And in those 4 fights, he could probably lose one. And then there's no more £50 million paydays then. So it just doesn't make economic sense not to take this fight. I mean, I'm hoping that Anthony Joshua is a thinking man. And if I was him, I'd take the fight. He could win. He could possibly win.
Okay. Now, my guy random videos, man, he just said, hey, why did he cancel the meeting? So I'm gonna answer this first, and I'm gonna let you answer it, okay? And that's a good question, random videos. Why did Shelly Finkel cancel the meeting? The reason why he canceled the meeting because he know Eddie Hearn on some PG-13 channel. He's on some BS, okay? Now here's what I mean by that, okay? Finkel is no nonsense, okay? Now I done told you if you was listening long enough, okay? I done told you that Shelly Finkel, he done been around entertainment and boxing for 5 decades combined, okay? This guy's not about playing games. He's not about, sitting here trying to play a bunch of games. Listen, Shelly Finkel's question is, do you want the fight? That's a simple question. Okay. It's not, hey, let's have a meeting first. See, Shelly Finkel already explained that. Okay. He already explained it. He said, if you accept the offer, or do you want to fight? And it's a verbal agreement. It's not anything written in paper yet. So I'm going to need you to understand that. This is not a verbal agreement. This is, hey, do you want the fight? Yes. Okay, then let's meet. Let's draw up a contract. Let's meet. Let's hash it out. What's wrong with that? Why won't he meet Shelly Finkel? What is the reservation? You know Shelly Finkel got the money. I done told you this man done supported people like Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. I mean, this man goes deep into the music industry. You know he got money. This guy is deep into boxing. You know he got money. Al Haymon is deep in the music industry. He promoted people like Eddie Hearn, Whitney Houston. You know he got money, okay? You know that these guys got the dough. They got the bread. But what is it about him saying, hey, I just want to, hey, just accept the terms or accept the offer. Do you want to fight? And then let's meet. I mean, you're not signing anything. It's a verbal agreement between two men. Okay? Verbal agreement. I mean, okay, I'm gonna let you answer now. The truth.
I mean, it's simple. It's if you if you want to buy something, anything, and it doesn't even have to be at the level of 50 million. I mean, if you're just going to buy a simple car or something like that, the first thing that you know the person will ask is, okay, you say I've got this much. Now that person has the right then to say, and you're going to say I've got this much. Are you going to accept that or not? The person then, what's the answer the person will say? The person will say, yes, I'll take that. And then, you make the exchange from there. Or they say no. And then they walk away and you walk away and you go your separate ways. Eddie Hearn did it himself. He gave Deontay Wilder $12.5 million as an offer. And he said, first of all, accept the offer. And then we will start to negotiate the terms of the contract. So what Shelly Finkel did was exactly what Eddie Hearn did to Deontay Wilder in the first place. Now, as soon as he gave the offer, Eddie Hearn never talked about accepting the offer. So what is there to discuss? First of all, you accept the offer and say, yeah, okay, I'll accept the offer of 50 million. And then you get into, okay, so how we're going to do this? Yeah. Are we going to hold it in the UK? Are we going to hold it in Las Vegas? What gloves are we using? What's the cut after that? All this, you get into the details after you first agree the offer. So when Eddie Hearn didn't even accept the offer in the first place, I mean, what is the point of Shelly Finkel then meeting him? Because he knows he's not serious. That's what it is. So it's like, when you put something up for sale, what do you always see at the bottom? No time wasters. And that's what Eddie Hearn was trying to do, is just trying to time waste. Accept the deal and then get into it. It's just simple as that. You can't say, oh, let's see where you got the money from and let's see how you got the money and all this stuff. Look, the money's there. Yeah. Are you going to accept the money or not? It's just as simple as that. And then we'll talk.
Yes, 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 man. Well, yes, he broke that down for you, Mr. Random Videos. He broke it down to you. I mean, how you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that, man? How's he gonna explain this one? I don't know. Don't know how's he gonna explain this one. But I tell you this though, this fight need to happen. And Shelly Finkel not about wasting no time, man. He's not trying to waste time. He's not trying to do any of that. This guy is serious. Like, do you want to fight? That's the question. Are you serious? If you're serious, we meeting. If you're not serious, we ain't meeting. You're not finna waste my time. You're not finna waste 2 hours of my life or 3 hours of my life trying to, nickel and dime or worm your way around. And nah, look, man, 50 million. That's what you asked for. That's what they gave you, or that's what they want to give you. So, and that's a lot of money. 50 million is a lot of money. Can do a lot of things. Yeah. Oh yeah. But that's your boy, Eddie Sperm.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. I mean, he's the man that's lost $50 million. That's what he's going to be forever known as if he doesn't make this fight. The man that blew $50 million.
man. Well, yeah, man. This man is gonna blow $50 million. Well, random videos. A lot of deals are actually done over social media. They use what's called fax machines. And there's some companies that you have people that can't meet, they can't get together, and they hash out a deal. They fax the information to the person signing stuff, they fax it back. That's what happens. It does happen. It happens all the time. I mean, I've actually done deals on social media. I've actually trained people in Russia. Okay, I've actually trained people through Skype on Russia, and they actually paid me over social media. Huh, isn't that something? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it is what it is. Yeah, I think this fight just need to happen. They need to go ahead and get this fight cracking, man. And we don't need to wait till 2020 to see this fight, man. We need this fight this year. Point blank. I mean, anything else, brother? You got to cover, man? Because I'm gonna.
Sorry, yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, it's absolutely. We're tired of that era where you have to wait 6 years for a boxing match to happen. We waited 6 years for Pacquiao against Mayweather. It's not going to happen now. That era is over. So we're in the era now of the best fighting the best. 2017 was a good year for boxing. 2018, we've had some good fights as well. And we just want to continue that momentum. So it's about the best fighting the best. It's about unifications. We've already had one unification with Terence Crawford, and we're about to get another unification now with the Usyk and Gassiev fight. So it's all about the unifications. It's 2018. All this rubbish about, why are you sending me an email, and why are you using social media. It's nothing to do with me. I'm a boxing fan at the end of the day. What I want to see is, I want to see the two best guys go in the ring and go at it from round 1 to round 12, and then let's see who's the best after that. And I don't care about who, we all root for people and stuff like that. Anthony Joshua's from the UK, like myself. I personally think that Deontay Wilder beats him. But you know, if Anthony Joshua gets the cojones and gets in that ring, I'll respect him for it. And if he wins, you know what? It'll be nothing but love, because at the end of the day, he went in there and he got the victory, and he deserves all the accolades after that. And imagine if Anthony Joshua beats Deontay Wilder, what would his stock be then? And then what would be the standing of Eddie Hearn? So why are they not taking the risk? I just do not understand whatsoever. It's just bad business overall. It's this fear factor. And if you have fear in business, I don't make the same money as Andy Hearn, but everybody's got a brain. Everybody can think, and if you don't take a risk in business, then you're not going to gain the profits. You're not going to get the rewards. That's what it's called. It's called a risk, because there's a chance you'll lose and there's a chance you win. But you always go and you bank on the chance that you win. And I just see this man as a failure in promotion. I mean, if he doesn't get this off, this is a make and break for matchroom boxing. It's make or break. It's either you're going to be known as Eddie Hearn, the man that that was a part of the Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua fight, and be a legendary promoter, not just in the UK but also well known in the US as well, or you're just going to be the man that blew $50 million.
Amen. Amen. The man that blew $50 million, Mr. Edward Sperm. Okay, Mr. Eddie Sperm. This guy, I tell you guys what though, man. I think this is a face. And we'll get into the closeout portion of this. Well, crap, what's going on? They're not letting me do the screen share. Okay, no worries. We'll close out with this. This is a face that only his mother could love. There's a face that only his mom would love, and that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. I mean, this guy has, lied. He's cheated. This the same guy that scalped those tickets. You remember that? Scalp tickets and then resell them back, for a higher price. Yep, this guy. But people just want to trust him because they believe in him. I mean, if you looking at this face, what would you do? What would you do if this guy came to you and said, "Hey, let me get $5,000 from you and I can invest it and I'll help you get 20,000?" I mean, what would you say to this guy? I mean, honestly. Hmm. Well, let me see. What would you say? I'll tell you what I'd say. I'd say, hell no. No. Of course not. Of course not. Do you really think that I would give this guy any money? I mean, who in their right mind would give this guy money? I mean, let's look at this guy. Look at this. What would you do? Hey, I can help you make 20 grand. Real easy. Yeah. Hey, trust me. I'm the guy. I'm the guy because I'm very trustworthy. Hey, did you buy that ticket? Sure you did. Sure you bought a ticket. Hey, give me that ticket for 10 bucks. And then he'll go right back around and sell it for 30. Yeah, Eddie Hearn. Way to go. Way to go. This is a guy that all you guys trust. Y'all got so much faith in this guy. And oh crap. Blood boxing. Blood boxing, guys, blood boxing returns is in the house. Oh man. Okay. Hold on, hold on. Had a photograph of Eddie Hearn up there, and I thought I chased blood away. But blood boxing. Blood, blood, blood. Man, you know what? I would appreciate it, man, if you came on and maybe even gave some thoughts on your boy Edward J. Sperm. I sent that link to you too, blood. Yeah, man. Be nice, blood. I mean, it would be nice to hear what the legendary blood boxing has to say. It'd be legendary. Okay, we had the truth on here. We got a UK perspective. Random videos. He is a businessman after all. You think Al Heyman is all legit? Probably. Probably, but I think he's more legit than Eddie Hearn. Okay. I think Al Heyman is much, much, much more legit than Eddie Hearn. Okay. Seriously. I think he is. I think he is. I think he's much more legit. Look, man, Al Heyman got ties in the music bit. Man, he dealt with Whitney Houston. Okay. He was managing man, the Win Dixie. Dang, man, they got those in Florida. They shut all the Win Dixies down here, man. God dog. Blood boxing in 30 minutes says he can come in. This. I always seem to catch blood at the wrong time. I always do. I mean, I need to, I'm gonna keep a tally mark system, man. And I'm gonna put a chart up there and I'm gonna say how many times that the coach has missed blood boxing. The coach has missed blood boxing. Oh well, blood's not coming on. Let me put this Eddie Hearn picture back on and let's clown him for a few more minutes before I go. Yep, I think a lot of you guys. I mean, come on, man. Nobody can trust him, okay? I don't even think God himself. I don't think the Lord himself can trust Edward Hearn. I just don't. I mean, would you trust this guy? Would you trust this guy with a deal? Any deal? I know I wouldn't. God knows I would not trust this guy with a deal. I wouldn't even trust this guy to walk my dog. I mean, Eddie Hearn, not only would he not walk the dog, Eddie Hearn will try to sell a dog. Okay. Eddie J. Sperm, he would try to sell the dog. And then he would tell you that the dog ran away. That's what he would do. That's what this man would do. Okay. I wouldn't trust this man, to go by. Could you imagine this guy cutting your lawn? Could you imagine this guy cutting your lawn? This guy would cut your lawn, have patches all in the grass, and then he would say that, uh, a nuclear bomb or a bomb came in your yard and it just blew holes in the yard. That's what he would do. Okay. This man can't be honest about anything, y'all. He cannot. Look at this man's face. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. This man is a liar. When he took this photograph, he looked like he just got through telling a lie. He's supposed to tell lies. I mean, yeah, he does tell lies. That's his MO, y'all. The man will tell a lie. This man can't tell the truth. I think Eddie Hearn, if you put a lie detector test up to Eddie Hearn's, I think Eddie Hearn would break a lie detector test. I think he would destroy a lie detector test because he would tell so many lies, y'all. He would tell so many lies that the thing, the needle would break off. Okay, that's how much this guy can't tell the truth. He can't. Man, I feel bad. I feel bad for anybody that believed anything that this guy said. Sure, he's clean cut, got his hair slicked back. He's got all of the above, guys, but could you trust him? Could you trust him? What would you do if your daughter brought him home? If you're a grown man and your daughter's out dating, well, my daughter, I wouldn't have my daughter wouldn't date, but you know, if your daughter brought him home, what would you do? I mean, damn, hot damn, what would you do? I mean, would you say, "Hey, it's nice to meet you, son," or would you show him the door? I would put my foot in his ass and show him the door. Is what I would do. That's what I would do. Or what about this, y'all? And I'm almost done. What would you do if this man had to prepare your food? I mean, you'd have hair fragments in it. You have snot, piss, spit all in the food. No, you can't trust this guy, guys. Please stop trusting Eddie Hearn, y'all. There's nothing to trust. So if you can't trust this guy to even tell the truth, do you think you can trust this guy to tell you the truth about $50 million? Look at him, y'all. I don't even think his mom and daddy believe him. His dad was a good promoter. His dad was more believable than this guy. I mean, his dad, Barry Hearn, is more believable than this popcorn Pop Tart fart. I mean, this popcorn Pop Tart fart. You can't believe the guy. No. Blood said he'd rather him prepare his food than Oscar. Yeah, yeah. Oscar De La Hoya, I don't know, man. He'll put that little turkey basted needle in your food, and well, there's no idea where that turkey basted needle, been. There's no idea. Okay, there's no idea where that needle been. I don't think I let him prepare my food. I wouldn't let him. He'd probably sell you a car, tell you it's the best car on the lot. Oh, he sell you that car, and then you come back to the dealership because the car broke down. But Eddie Hearn don't even work there no more. Like seriously, man. Seriously. Wow. Wow. Yeah. This guy's a mess, man. Eddie Hearn is a mess. Okay. Eddie's sperm is a mess. And guys, whether you like it, you don't like it, you sit down, you listen to it. Guys, this is the best truth going today. It's the truth. And I know you got you Eddie Hearn guys. I know you guys. You guys are upset. I know that all three of y'all that thumb down the video, you're mad. And I get it, man. I know that you may be attracted to Eddie Hearn. I think some of you guys are attracted to Eddie Hearn. I think y'all, but he's married. He's happily married, you guys. You can't have Eddie Hearn. He's married. And I don't think Eddie Hearn goes that way. So, what I think you need to do, okay? I think y'all need to start really asking the question. Why doesn't Mr. Sperm, why doesn't he literally take the deal? Seems fair. Seems fair, right? The truth says I just called a sellout. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. He probably is a sellout. But why not just take the deal? You think that'd be the simple thing to do, Eddie? I don't even think Eddie Hearn has ever had a fighter that he's promoted that's actually got $50 million up front. I don't think he has. And I'm leaving this picture because Eddie Hearn looks like Beaver Cleaver. He looks like Leave It to Beaver. Let's put a photograph of Beaver up there. Leave It to Beaver. Okay. I'm going to find a photograph of Leave It to Beaver. Okay. Watch. The coach is going to find that. He's going to find that. Okay. Let's see. Shelly Finkel dropping the mother of all bombs. Let's put Leave It to Beaver. Let's get this off here. You guys can see that. Let's get this popcorn Pop Tart fart off here. Leave It to Beaver. Okay. Y'all remember that show, Blood? You remember that show. Leave It to Beaver. Yeah. Look at there. Eddie Hearn. Hot diggity dog. Eddie Hearn in full effect. This is Eddie Hearn. God dog. No, there he is. There he is. There's Eddie Hearn right there, guys. Leave it to Beaver. You remember this. You guys, y'all, I know some of y'all remember this stupid show. I know some of you guys, if you were born in the late 70s, like in 79, 78, you remember this stupid show. Sure you do. That's Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is the guy, right? This is Eddie Hearn. Okay? Beaver Cleaver. Seriously. Now here's another photograph of Eddie when he was a boy. Okay? You can tell back then he was telling lies. That's a picture of Eddie when he was a young boy. Okay? Eddie Hearn, you just don't know what to think of him, man. Dang, Eddie Hearn. Wow. Ouch. Boy, this hurts. At home doing homework with his daddy. Look at him, man. Doing homework with his daddy. Look at him. Done told a lie for getting in trouble. Guys, that's Eddie Hearn. Looks just like him. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I just don't like the guy. I just don't like this guy, man. It's something about his face that just make you want to slap the hell out of it. I mean, it just do. It just, and I can sit here. I'm not gonna clown this guy all day, okay? I'm just not. I don't even feel like clowning this guy all day. I just don't. You know what? No, I got one more. I got one more for y'all. Eddie Hearn reminds me of. He reminds me of James Bond. Roger Moore. That's who. Yeah, let me type that in. James Bond, Roger Moore. That's who Eddie Hearn remind me of the most. Okay, James Bond. How you spell? Oh, okay, wait a minute. Can't even spell. James Bond. Okay, I don't know how you dudes type so fast, man. I don't know how you do. Oh, let's get the poster. Let's get the James Bond Roger Moore. There he is. That's Eddie Hearn, y'all. God dog it. If that ain't Eddie Hearn, I don't know who that is. Okay? I don't know who that is. This is Eddie Hearn. Look at this, man. What? Eddie Hearn? It costs $102 to buy a photograph of Eddie Hearn? You got to be out your mind. I wouldn't pay for this crap. That's Edward Hearn right there. God, dog. Look at this. Who do I think the best promoter, in my opinion? You know what? I have to be honest. I think that it's God, they all pretty sleazy, man. Ain't they pretty sleazy? All these promoters are bad. I just don't know. Like that's you asking me to really pick, man. Like, man, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's not James Bond though. It's definitely not James Bond. Okay, James Bond is not the best promoter. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, and it's not this guy. God dog, man. It's not this dude. This dude is not the best promoter. I'm sorry. I can't. No. I don't know. I don't know. It's. I don't know, man. It's not Oscar De La Hoya. It's not Oscar. I can tell you that. Not Oscar. You know what? I think it's probably boy. They all a bunch of slime balls. Boy, it's hard to pick. You asking me to pick, man. This is something I can't do. It's something I just can't do. I can't pick one of them guys. I can't do it because it's gonna go against my code of ethics. Picking the best promoter, I think it's Don King. It's Don King. Yeah, Don King. That's who it is. Okay. But hey, let's pull back up James Bond. Guys, this is Eddie Hearn. Okay. Nah, Sean Connery don't really fit the Eddie Hearn build, Sean Connery don't really fit Eddie Hearn. You know, yeah. Yeah, Bob Arum could play an episode of The Walking Dead, man. He could. Bob Arum can play on the episode of The Walking Dead. Like, there's Eddie Hearn. Now that's Eddie Hearn. That is Eddie Hearn, God dog it. Folks, I done found him. I done found the real Eddie Hearn. Wow, man. What do you think he was like as a child? Who, Eddie Hearn? Ah, man, Eddie Hearn had a silver spoon in his mouth. Eddie Hearn probably got slapped at school and came home and cried, and his daddy bought him a bodyguard. He probably got slapped around at school, man. That's what happened. Who was George Lasme? Okay, I'll type it in now. It's better not be no better not be no new gay guy or something, man, because I got children watch this crap too. All right. And they watch this, man. They go, the coach is putting men on this naked men on the screen. Okay. God, no! That's hey! Hey, look at Eddie Hearn, y'all! Look at Eddie! Yeah, folks! This is Eddie Hearn! Eddie Hearn! Eddie, how you doing, man? How you doing, Eddie? How you do? Hey, man. Hey, heard a lot about you, man. Heard a lot about you. Hey, man, listen. About this whole Joshua thing. I'm gonna talk to you for a minute, okay? About this whole Joshua thing, man. Listen, man. Listen. I know you scared, okay? I know you scared. I know that you want the best for yourself. I know, Eddie. Okay, I understand. But Eddie, you gotta let your boy go ahead and walk into one of them right hands, okay? Go ahead and let your boy get one of them right hands, Eddie. It's okay, man. The UK fans will still not love you. They don't love you right now, man. Eddie, stop tripping, man. Take that $50 million, Eddie. Take the $50 million, okay? Shelly Finkel. Okay, Shelly Finkel is gonna do this. Let's see, Ray Robinson. If I'm lame, your mama lame. How you gonna explain that? Matter of fact, hey, how about you come on here right now? Live stream. Oh man, y'all done blocked him. I was gonna let him come on here and voice his opinion. See, I'm not afraid. I'll let you guys come on and voice your opinion. That's what I'll do. Okay? Ray Robinson. You lame. You got somebody else's name up there, man. And we know that you'll never be greater than the great Ray Robinson. Look at this guy, man. You know what? I ought to put him up on the screen and roast this guy. Okay? You know what? I should roast this guy. Okay, if I get 2 people in the comment thread that want me to roast this guy named Ray Robinson, I'll roast him as a going away gift for y'all. Do you want me to roast this guy, Ray Robinson? I'll roast him because we know that Eddie Hearn is afraid. The man is turning down $50 million. He is stupid like Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner turned down $40 million. Turned down $14 million. Ray Robinson got slapped with that wrench. Boy, you got hit with that wrench fast, too. Like, dang, who all got him, man? I guess Denard Reed got him. The Truth timed him out. And then Ray Robinson, then Denard Reed said, forget it. Slap, slap, slap. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, let's type in James Bond Timothy. Okay, I'm gonna type that in, the truth. I'm gonna type that in. James Bond Timothy. Oh, Timothy Dalton. I know who that is. Yeah, man, I was just looking at that. Hold on. And this was the worst James Bond ever, man. This guy was the worst James Bond in history. He sucked as James Bond. Oh man, ex-con slow rotisserie coach. Yeah, man. Yeah, when it comes to these guys that come on here and run their mouth, I always say I got a thing for these guys. Okay, I got a thing for these guys. I'll let these guys come on and voice their opinion. Eddie Hearn could be James Bond. He could. He really could, man. My main man Marcus Bell is in the house. What's up? Blood Boxing is in the house. Look at this guy, man. Like he just got a face. You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you what'll make my year. If somebody just run up on Eddie Hearn and pimp slap him, man. That'll make my year if somebody pimp slap this dude. And y'all know why I'm going in on Eddie Hearn so hard. Y'all know why? Because I know he watched these videos, okay? I know Eddie watched these videos. And you know what? And Eddie can say what he want to say. I would love to see just somebody slap the taste out of Eddie Hearn's mouth. Like just somebody slap him so hard, man. Let's see. Type in El Dorado Marcus. Okay, all right, the truth. I'm gonna type in El Dorado Marcus. Let me see what that come up with, man. My name's Eddie Hearn. I'm Eddie Hearn, and I can't make the fight. I can't make the fight. He been shot before. No, I didn't know that. Okay, I read now. Now you know what? I wouldn't want no harm to come to him, man. Not like that. Now I wouldn't want nobody killing him. You know, that's crazy. Okay. I would not want anybody trying to shoot or kill Eddie Hearn. Nah, I ain't talking. That ain't funny. Okay. I would never laugh at that because that's serious business. I mean, the guy he's a crap promoter, but you know, ain't no coming back sometimes from getting shot, man. So I clown him, but I don't want him getting shot, man. That's it's not that serious. El Dorado Marcus. Who the crap is that? Okay. I sit here and click. God, dog. I don't know. I don't know if this look quite like Eddie Hearn. I don't know. Let me see. Uh, yeah, I think this one a little bit look like him. Ah! Uh, God, dog, man. That's him right there. God, dog. Let's keep putting the pictures back and forth. Folks, I'm having too much fun with this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You know what? I need to stop having so much fun. Okay, I really need to cut it out. And well, to Ray Robinson, I was gonna challenge you, and you got slapped with the wrench several times, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got slapped with the wrench. But the problem with you, Ray Robinson, you're like a lot of these. You like a lot of these AJ protectors. I don't even call y'all fans. I call you guys AJ protectors. Okay, and the problem is that you guys don't understand that this fight it needs to happen. Okay, I mean, you guys are not hearing that, and I think that's the problem, man. Okay, I think that's the problem. This fight, okay, this fight needs to happen. And folks, for those y'all that just joined me, I know y'all ain't gonna watch it on archives. I mean, who would do that? I mean, who's gonna watch this for 2 hours? That's crazy. But I'll tell you, you know, these guys, the people like Shelly Finkel, they're connected, man. Okay. I mean, Shelly Finkel been around, dog. Shelly Finkel has been around. I mean, this guy, he was promoting Jimi Hendrix, man. I don't even know if some of y'all know who Jimi Hendrix is. Okay, I don't know if a lot of people know who that is, but man, Janis Joplin. I know y'all know who Janis Joplin is. Okay, that was Jimi Hendrix. Janis Joplin was popular back then. Shelly Finkel been around entertainment and boxing for almost for 5 decades, y'all. There's no excuse for Eddie Hearn, y'all. Eddie Hearn need to take the fight. Shelly Finkel is extremely credible. Al Haymon is extremely credible. Al Haymon been around music and boxing for over 3 decades. So I don't understand. But see, okay, now see here's what I'm talking about, John H. Okay, and this is no disrespect, man. I know you asking a question, but I've been over this, and I think some of you guys, I don't know, some of you guys got piss on the brain, or some of you guys got, I don't know what's wrong with some of you guys. I just don't know. Shelly Finkel said, okay, I'm gonna read this letter again, okay. I'm gonna read this letter again, okay. And John H, if you want to come on here live and you want to actually debate it, then come on, John, let's go, okay. Like seriously, if you want to come on live and if you want to, really get into this, if you want to get some of this, okay. If you want to get some of this right now, you come get you some now. Okay, don't block them, y'all. Don't hit them with the wrench. If you want to come get you some, you come get you some now. Leave your email, I'll send you a link. Okay? How about we do that? Because I'm gonna tell you. Okay. I read the letter, y'all. I'm not gonna read that whole letter again, okay? But what Shelly Finkel said, he said, hey, how can you complain that you have not received a contract from us when your own actions prove that it is not how a deal is done in boxing? That's a fact. Okay. If Anthony agrees to accept our offer, we will be glad to supply you with a contract. He's got to verbally accept the offer. Verbally accept it. I mean, verbally accept the offer. Why can't he do that? What's so hard about him verbally accepting the offer, John H? How you going to explain that? Okay. How you going to explain that? Okay. So John H, I'll send you a link. You give me your email. What is it? John H at gmail. Okay. Matter of fact, yeah, I bet it's John H at gmail .com. I'm gonna send you the link. Okay. I'm gonna be proactive, John H. Okay. I'm gonna be proactive, Mr. John H. And I'm gonna send you this link. Okay. And I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna deal with you. Okay. John H, you want you a piece, you come get you a piece. Okay, John H. I bet that's your email. At Gmail. Let me see. At gmail.com, John H. I'm gonna deal with you. Okay, I'm gonna set you on fire, buddy. Okay. Well, I'll be a wet frog on a lily pad on a hot summer day. That's not your email, you yellow belly sapsucker. I'll tell you what, John H. I'll tell you something right now. Tell you something, John. Okay, whether you like it or don't like it, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna listen to this work that I'm giving Eddie Hearn. And I'm giving Eddie Hearn this work, okay? I'm giving the guy this work. I'm gonna work Eddie Hearn every chance I get. Until this fight get done, I will work Eddie Hearn, okay? Shelly Finkel is no nonsense, okay? Do you know who he is? See, that's what I gotta say. Do you know who Shelly Finkel is? Okay? Do you know? I mean, who would you rather trust? Okay, I tell you what, I'll do a poll. Let's just do a quick poll in the comment thread. Who could you trust? I mean, could you trust this guy? Hold on, I'm gonna put him on the screen. Okay. Shelly Finkel looks like somebody's granddad. Okay. He looks like somebody's granddad. Okay. A lot of people don't trusted Shelly Finkel. Lots and lots of people have trusted the great Shelly Finkel. A lot of people have. I mean, could you trust this guy? Could you? Sure. Lots of people trust him. Here's the great Emmanuel Stewart. Okay. Mike Tyson trusted him. I mean, how you going to explain this? Look, many people trust this guy. Look at this. Look at this. Who is this in the photograph? Who is this in the photograph? How you going to explain this, guys? Listen, listen, listen. This is what it is, okay? This is what it is. Now, can you trust this guy? Or would you trust this guy? Who can you trust, y'all? Who on God's green earth can you trust? Folks, I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not trying to be mean. Well, yeah, I am trying to be mean. I really am. Okay, big facts. That's a long time, sir. Wait a minute, who's that? King of King Boxing. Check out your channel. Yes, sir. I'll check out your channel. Okay, I will check your channel out. No worries. Okay, check it out. Yeah, man. I got you, man. Okay, I'm sure the rest of the LDBC will rock with you. As long as you're not dissing the LDBC, we good. Okay, I get tired of people dissing us, man, for no reason. So if you, I hope you're not one of them dudes that diss LDBC, man. Okay, like if I see a video in the title that say LDBC and then all that other stuff, I skip by them videos, man. I don't even watch them videos. So that's what it is. Yeah, man. Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn. Okay, now what was I saying? Yeah. Could you trust this guy? Okay. This guy right here. So many been around a lot of legions of people, a lot of fans. Shelly Finkel look crazy, but I could trust him. Okay. Can you trust this guy or could you trust this guy? Guys, the verdict is out. I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna do a Twitter poll. Hey, I'm gonna ask about you. I'm gonna go ask a bunch of random people. I know I might do this. I might do a man on the street. I might like take this photograph and go downtown where I live at, and I might just do a video and ask these people, hey, hey, I'm doing an experiment. Could you take part in my experiment? Yeah, sure, no problem. Hey, if you were to see these two guys, walking down the street, who would you trust more? Would you trust this guy or this guy? And I'm gonna see. I'm going to see. Okay. My Twitter handle. I don't even go to Twitter that much. It's Coach. You go to Twitter and search Coach Shelton Harrison. It's there somewhere. It's there somewhere. I need to read a bunch of comments, man. I'm a compiler of some of the dumbest comments by AJ protectors. General Africa, what's going on, man? I remember seeing Shelly Finkel from Cinema Around Tyson. I didn't even know who he was. And see, General Africa, man, it's a young blood, man. He like 25, man. General Africa, if he remembers seeing him. I think a lot of these guys, they got amnesia, man. I think these guys got amnesia. That's what I think. I think a lot of these dudes, they got amnesia. And it's like they just forget that Shelly Finkel is a wealthy man. They forget that Al Haymon got money. They forget that. They forget that Al Haymon got money. And when you put the two together, Shelly Finkel and Al Haymon, there's nothing you can do about this. Okay? But it's Eddie Hearn, y'all. It's Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn. Like, this guy done lied over and over. People still trust him. This guy done lied so many times. People still trust him. Why? Like, what is it, man? You know what? And I'm also, man, God Almighty, man. This is actually hard to talk about, y'all. This is really hard to talk about because, man. And all jokes aside, man, you know, to think, guys, to really think that one man, this little snot nosed brat, okay, and that's what he is. He's a snot nosed brat, okay. This little snot nosed brat is messing up the biggest fight, okay, right now in this era, okay? Or, he's messing up probably one of the biggest fights that could be made right now, okay? The snot nosed brat is ruining everything, y'all. That's the problem I have, okay? I used to see guys like this at school sometimes. I used to see guys that look like this at school. And, they used to thought that they were better than everybody else. And, they thought that, man. And then, when they ran their mouth, and then when you go slap them, I swear, guys, it was a guy in my high school that looked just like this, man. And, he would talk down on people, man. And he had the nerve, man, said something in class, man. And I swear, man, I slapped this dude so hard, man. Dude fell over 2 or 3 desks, man. You see these kind of people, everywhere. They think they better than you, man. They think they are, but they not, man. This guy hides behind a suit and a clean cut, okay? This guy hides behind a suit and a clean cut. He does. Benji saying David Hall got that same look. I bet he do. I'll pull up David Hogg, Benji. I'll do it for my boy Benji. Let's pull up David Hogg. Who is David Hogg? Okay, I'm gonna pull him up just for you, Benji. This better not be no crazy dude, man, or something, man, because I got kids watching this too now. So, okay, David Hogg. What's his name? Okay, David Hogg. But yeah, man, the guy was talking that noise, man, and trying to run his mouth. I got a better grade. God, dog, David Hogg. I don't know if he looked like David Hogg, but it's funny, man. He funny. Yeah, man, I got a better grade than this dude on the test I ain't studied for, man. And these guys, man, he came up and he said, man, I don't know who you cheated off of, but you got lucky. And I said, man, what make you think I cheated off somebody? Well, you know how it is, man. You guys don't study. So when he said you guys, okay, when you say those guys, I knew what he was saying, and that's when I slapped him. That's when I slapped him as hard as I could, man. My handprint all across his face, and he's sitting there crying, man. Get up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Wouldn't stand up. Sat there crying. Then, tried to get his rich daddy to come to the school and try to get me expelled from school. Ah, man. Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. I swear. And I'm talking about I slapped this dude so hard, man. I'm talking about you can hear the slap all the way across the classroom, man. I mean, you can hear that slap all the way across the classroom. Dude fell through the desk, man. The desk back then, they had them desk, I don't know if y'all went to school. They had them during desk in school where the desk only about a quarter of an inch big, and you can, put like one book on there. And if you put your pencil on there, your pencil fall off the desk so darn small. He fell between a bunch of those, man, and, called himself over there crying, man. Over there crying. Slapped him in front of his little stupid girlfriend. Slapped him, man. Slapped him hard. These guys like this, though, man, you just want to slap the guys like this, man. Now, I bet you somebody probably done tried to slap Eddie Hearn. I can picture Eddie Hearn, man. He was at a private school, probably thinking he was better than everybody else there, man. And, his daddy probably had to save him. Eddie Hearn probably that guy that got caught with weed. And darn daddy had to save him, man. His darn daddy probably had to save him, from getting, from getting lit up out there. That's probably what happened, man. I don't put nothing past this guy, man. I don't put nothing. The only thing I think Eddie Hearn ain't done is sniff coke. Okay, that's the only thing I think he ain't done. But I bet you Eddie Hearn smoke weed. I bet he do. I bet he do. I would not doubt that this guy take joints. You drug test him today, this dude will be positive. That's my feeling on Edward Hearn. Edward Sperm, sorry. This dude's a joke, man. This dude's a joke. And I know it's 30 of y'all in here, man. And man, yeah, 30 of you guys in here. I've been on here for about an hour and a half. I don't know, picking on Eddie Hearn. It's fun. Actual Facts Boxing, Angel Santos. What's up, my main man, Angel Santos? Oh, Angel, you got a channel now, man. Hold on, man. You got a channel. I'm gonna go sub to it, man. I'm going to sub to Angel's channel. Okay, Angel, I ain't know you started making videos, man. I wish you'd have told me, man. Okay, guys, go subscribe to Angel Santos, man. This guy been supporting me for years, man. years before Angel Santos even made videos. Go subscribe to General Africa, man. I can't say enough about General Africa, man. This guy supports my channel, supports my work, and I support him, man. I support General Africa, man. And shoot, hopefully sometime later on tonight, General, if you up, man, let's get on this thing, man. Let's get on this and let's really get it working. I didn't know you made videos, man, but General Africa make videos. Go subscribe. And General Africa had another channel, man, that was doing pretty good, but he can't remember how to get back into it. I wish he could. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what, man? This fight need to happen. XCOM, what's up, man? If AJ take the 50 million, the money train will be over. He will have to find another stooge, and the Mutt and Jeff show come. Yeah, man. See, this reminds me of Dana White and Conor McGregor. Okay, this whole scenario reminds me a lot of Dana and Conor. See, Dana White, he was a little apprehensive, man, of making the fight. He was, and Dana White was doing the same thing Eddie Hearn was doing. He was like, I'm gonna only pay for it $25 million. Like, did he really, lowball Floyd like that and, thought Floyd was gonna take $25 million from that bald headed whisker biscuit bastard? No, man, he wasn't gonna do that, man. He was not gonna do that. Dana White was holding the fight up. And in fact, they had to work around Dana White. They had to get the Fertitas, man. They had to get Frank Fertitta in there. And Frank Fertitta's a mob boss. I keep telling people that guy's a mob boss. He don't play, man. They had to get Al Haymon and Frank Fertitta had to interject. They had to work around Dana White, man. They had to completely work around Dana White. It was Al Haymon, Frank Fertitta, Steven Espinoza. They got the deal done. Okay. And they moved Dana White out the way. But see, unfortunately, with Anthony Joshua, his situation, we can't get Eddie Hearn out the way. We can't get him out the way. There's no way. And so how are they going to get him out the way? Okay. I mean, Anthony Joshua, he's in contract. He's in a binding contract with Eddie Hearn. So they can't just go make the fight on their own, or Eddie Hearn can sue Anthony Joshua. I mean, that's a fact, man. You can't get out of a binding document. I know how bad people want Anthony Joshua just to say, the hell with Eddie Hearn. I would love for him to say that, but he can't. He can't say it. He can't. He'll be getting sued. And, probably won't have enough money, man, to go through court, man. But the fact is, man, Shelly Finkel is connected. The fact is, Al Haymon is connected. The fact is, Deontay Wilder, they believe in Deontay Wilder. And, they're not going to put $50 million behind somebody who they don't think, man, is going to win. Do you think Shelly Finkel would reach out to people? Do you think Al Haymon would try to invest that kind of money if they thought Deontay Wilder would lose? I mean, do you really think that they would do that if they thought the man would lose? No, man. They would not do that if they thought that Deontay Wilder would lose that fight. That's just how it is. They wouldn't do that. And millionaires, I know one thing about millionaires, they don't invest money, man. They don't invest money just because they like you, okay? They don't do that. They don't, okay? They don't invest money because they love you to death. Millionaires are calculated, okay? Every move they make is going to make them money, okay? When they sleeping, they're making money. When they awake, they make money. Millionaires are very calculated. They do everything as a business purpose. Even when millionaires take vacation, man, they don't pay for the vacation. They write them off as a tax expense. I mean, they do it. They always do some kind of business when they're there. I've known that, man, about people that's wealthy. I got a guy, man, who he actually donate, man. He sponsor my teams. Sponsor all of them, man. We used to go to college together. And I noticed, man, like I went and I was on this boat one day, man. This dude on the boat, he said, "Yeah, man, come on over, man, have a couple of drinks." And I'm like, "Well, I don't drink, but well, we got some food here, man. Just come on, chill." And I'm on this boat, man. I'm talking, and he picked up his phone. His wife's sitting there. He told his wife, his wife can't gave him a look. He said, "Baby, you know what time it is?" He said, "You know what it is." He said, "Don't give me that look." He said, this my show. How you think we keep all this stuff?" He got her straight right then and there. She got him walked away. But I know that he's an alpha male, and he did some business over the phone. Was like, "Yeah, man, I want to sell those 2 properties. Go sell them now." Hung up the phone. 5 minutes later, back to enjoying it. But everything I know him, man, everything that he always do is it's a money decision, man. Everywhere he go, he just don't go for even when he go, man. And this is weird, man, because he was telling me, he said, "Yo, coach," he said, "Man, when you go to these competitions," he said, "Man, start taking your business cards, man. I know you going there for the kids in the tournament, man. But he said, man, you do other stuff too, man. He said, you do other stuff. He said, you do fitness. He said, man, go in there and get these people your card, man. Tell them you can help them lose weight. And it's funny, man, because 78, I talked to 78 like a year before that, and my morning fitness classes increased, man. And man, I started just handing out cards, man. And man, shoot, my evening fitness classes, I got like 10 people in that now. I got like 20 in my morning fitness class. I mean, it's pretty much, man, like the money is just growing and growing and growing with that. So it's crazy how millionaires, they think so much differently, man. And I'm starting to really, have a different mindset when it comes to business. I am. Like, I would go all out on a limb, man, and really, really want to help people, man, really help them and really do the best I can to make sure they get to where they got to get to. But then I used to sit back, man. I push all these kids through my system, get them through my program, like go the extra mile. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, nah, man, nah, I got to start moving like that. And I got to start moving for the dollar, man. And, when I stop moving like that, man, I just know my income just increased like dramatically. Like seriously, I still go the extra mile, but see, I don't do it at all cost. I don't do it at all costs. Like when I go and I train, I try to give people the best of me, 110%. I don't give them crap training. I give them the best. And that's how it is. So yeah, man, my mindset since, dealing with him and, and I'm telling you, man, I've made more money in my life since knowing 78 Sports TV and then knowing my friend Tom, because I'm spending more time with these guys. I can call 78 up on the phone. Tom, I'm spending at least once a month with him, man. And when you just get around people that's like rich, you can't help to do what they doing, man. Like, I'm finna get my first property, man. And, it's a beat up old house, man. And it costs about $4,000, man. It's messed up, but I'm gonna get in there and I'm finna invest. I'm finna like clean that house up, man. And it's been, that house done had it's done had boards on it, man, for like 3 years, man. Like it's been boarded up for 3 years. And I finally, I'm finna go take it off the hand, In the city, they selling it for pennies. So I'm gonna fix it up. I'm gonna rent it out. That's gonna be my first property, man. I'm gonna do that. So have my gym income, property income. I started to, man. So that's what you got to do. But y'all, I've had a lot of fun with y'all. Had a lot of fun roasting Eddie Hearn. Okay, had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun roasting these idiots, man. It's been fun. John H. I wish you could have came on and debated me live, John H. But you goofed out. You chickened out on me, John. And that's to be expected. Okay, it's to be expected by you guys. I know how y'all think. You just want to type in my comment section, run your mouth, but you don't. When I say drop that email, okay, I've got to figure out how to get this toll-free number, man. That's what I got to do, okay? I don't know how to do that, though. I don't know how to put the toll-free number up so people can call me, but you better believe I'm going to figure it out, man. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out, okay? I don't know. You guys, anybody know any links? I know Ticket know, but Ticket TV so hard to catch, man. It's like you got to catch this guy. And but I'm gonna figure it out. If anybody figure out how to get a toll-free number, I'm gonna figure this thing out. And that's just the way that is. Whew. Man, 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 man. Well, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all of y'all, stopping in and chatting with me. Nice little stream, Hopefully we get it to the point where, I get it up to, maybe 100 to 150 people in at a time. It's getting there because people are not really used to my streams, man. My regular videos do a whole lot more views than my streams do. I guess people used to my regular videos, but hey, it's getting there. They'll get there. I'm not even worried. But guys, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming out. Who I sound like? I sound like Russell Simmons. Thanks for coming out. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. I'm done.